Hello and welcome back to Manufactio. Since last time, I arranged a little storage over here. I created 120 of these osmi titanium thingies. I used all the unusual ore for 67 crystals. We need more, so that's the goal. We need to finish this. I created a lot of osmi titanium, and I went ever so slightly overboard on these. We need 120 of them, so yeah. I think we're going to take one stack with us to the moon. And while I have all the parts for an excavate, we also need the uh, thing that I want, the ready. And we need a capacitor, which is here. I don't know how much charge is in it. Oh, plenty. So, I also linked up my rocket again, and that should now be fully fueled. I found my link thing, and let's just shift right click. We need a destination, which is Primus, that's the moon. And we can see on the left it's fully fueled. So everything is ready. I just need to change into my spacesuit. And then we'll be ready. No, please give me back my pick. Thank you very much. And all of you can go down there. We are full on oxygen, so we have a good many minutes. I got excavator parts, I got extra fuel for the reactor up there, I got MV power cables, conveyors, I got the sample drill. Yeah, we are good to go. What we need to find is an unusual ore vein. So off we go. And once we are on the moon and get the unusual ore vein, it should all be pretty easy. We don't need that much more of it, but it is a steady requirement for everything. And while I don't know, I believe that the resource we need for getting into AE and such things is actually these unusual ores. So we will get them and we'll just feed it back into the storage we already set up. And we are getting ready to leave the planet of Minecraftia, heading into space. And let's not get into the physics of me just sitting on the top of a rocket. I mean, it's just a bunch of fuel tanks with a seat on top, engines below, and a guidance computer in it. And we just fly to the moon in a spacesuit. Yeah. Okay, we're going down somewhere. Did I set a wrong? No, we're still going up. I think it's bugging out a little bit. No, we are heading down again. I have no idea what's causing that. Huh, that was funny. Oh, I know. I know. Let me show you what mistake I made. But first, let's fuel up. there to there. So if we shift right click, I did do this, but I never clicked select. So yeah, now it says destination Primus. We are good to go. We'll go through the smoke from our last launch, and now we're ready to go to space. Yep, and all the smoke blew away. You can see it here. It's actually a pretty nice effect. Goes pretty well with all the rest of the pollution. And we do get a nice view from up here. I can't remember, there was another mod where we could also go to space. I think it was actually something like this. But where you designed a specific rocket. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was, there's also a rocketry planet, more planets something, where you would sit inside the rocket. And let's descend. Yeah, we are coming down now. At least there's no mobs on the moon. At least none so far. So let's get some boundaries on. Don't know what that noise is. But let's see. What does this junk have to offer? Oh. There we go. Yeah. Nothing. What about this junk? Did I just hear an insect? That would make no sense whatsoever. Oh, what's this? Oh, oil. Well, I don't really want to transport oil between worlds. That would be slightly ridiculous. But let me find the unusual ore. Okay, that's it. Unusual ore vein is just over here. That is not so bad. I can easily deal with that. Oops. I just need to hide the lasers in this one. I put those on just because I didn't know how else to make sure I was inside the range. But this is the place. So, oh, I forgot my thing. Well, let's just dig a small trench here. I believe it goes like this. I think this time I'll build the wheel first. Yeah. And center it around that. And we need scaffold. 3 of those. 2 of those. And let's see. So 1 layer of this on top. I don't know, I'm still jumpy. I think there's something coming. And then this will be the center. And we'll have one of those on each side. Let's get up here. And last one goes there. So that's the wheel. And let's see. Yeah. Just following along. Yep. Oh, I need to go here. Let's see. Just where would that go to go one in? So there. That should be the location of this. Yeah. Put it there. What's the next part? So two, okay. Don't need any of that. So there should be two of those. One of those. We will go over here. Light engineering. And like that. I think. Yeah, that looks right. So we will put heavies and lights and so 3 heavy there, 3 light on that side. Then I think it was, that's a heavy, and that one, this pattern goes up. So that goes up there, 1 heavy there, 1 redstone there. Is that right? Yeah, and then fill in with these. Okay, final layer. 1 heavy there, radiator. So 1 heavy there, 2 radiators. Nope. Ah, wrong thing. And what goes in the middle? Nothing. Okay, let's see if we can get that formed. Hey! And we succeeded in the first go. Now over here we got our power in. Just make one of those. There. And from there down there, there. This will be a little bit slow, but I don't care. We just need to get up to here. Okay, let's jump up. Put it in the right place. From there we go over here and up. And we then figure out this one. Pop them back in. And go poof, poof. Question is if the reactor can keep up. That I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we actually got one power tap more. So let's deactivate. Yep, I know that gives water flow. Yeah, all good again. And we'll just take the last one and connect. Go for it. Yeah, it's not really keeping up. But it's okay. Still okay. Now this one, I think I'll feed it in over here. And we actually do need a bit of a lead up here. So yeah. Yep, we already got a bunch of those. Where did my... there they are. Can't get up on this stuff. And we should nice and quietly get everything we need. Now I could rearrange the reactor to give me more power. But again, this is just over time. We're going to get everything we need. Let's just make it one of those. And as we can see, we already got 28 of the unusual ores. And we need about 60 of them. So there we are. And we got 60 there. So, mission accomplished. We just need to go home and fix up the last bits. That's the final thing. Load a bit more of this in. So that was another 8. I'm good to go. Let's see. We want to go to new Minecraftia. And we can switch off this and launch. Bye bye moon. I'll be back. So we are coming in for landing. And we are almost done. If I'm right, we are just about ready. All the other times I've come back, there's always been a few mobs around here. Seems like they like to spawn. Maybe, yeah. Look, there's one coming there. Where is it? There it is. See? Told you? They like to come out of the woodworks. But let's just top off our oxygen. Whoop. And get rid of this. It's not worth armor. Now, yeah, same as last time. Yep, and they're all back. I have no idea what's causing that. It seems completely random that it's just dropping the armor stands. Anyway, let's dump off all the excess things. We don't need any of these things anymore. I'll keep you, because you go over here. And there, now we've spent 50 of them. That's not a lot. But what I need to do now is get over in this one and dump in unusual ore. And there we go. Now we're spending all the unusual ore. And we should get our crystals here. So let me just wait on those things. Now, while I was waiting, I noticed this guy coming in. While he's not dangerous in the water, he did give me a free loot bag. It is an indication that we got polluted earth over there somewhere. So that is something we have to deal with pretty soon. This one is running along nicely. Let's just see what he dropped for us. Yay, that's not too bad. I mean, lapis electron tube, basic circuit. They're not too bad. What's that? That's a shovel. Did I put my... Yeah, I did. Probably need that one. But let's just finish up this thing first. Okay. Let's see. We got 53. Oh, we still got 8 there. But I think that should do it for the 120 we needed. Yep. So let's empty out this. I think I will need 2 stacks of that. And let's get cracking. We need these. Thank you very much. $120 pieces. With just 2 of these ingots left. And a whole lot of uranium. So next step, these need to go through the advanced lab. And fortunately we made one of those up here. So input, keeping up? It is. We're not using so much everywhere. So there we have it. Noises. Anomaly research. Yay. Nah, by itself it's not all that useful, but we can make it into dark matter. And that is something we definitely want to do. But while this is doing its thing, I'll just wait for daylight, because daylight is so much easier to deal with polluted Earth. So I'll be right back. So I was wondering what on earth it was on the minimap that looked like a villager. It's this guy. Which, there we go. Don't know where that one came from. But it's becoming daylight, and that means we can get down to business. About half a stack through this, so that's good. But let's get over here and have a look. How bad is the situation? This is coarse dirt, that's not an issue. This one is still... oh boy. Yeah. Don't know where that came from, but I think it was underground. So let's just extinguish the fires. I don't mind the craters. I just want to be able to dig out all this stuff. Because polluted dirt is bad. Let's see, this is exactly why I was digging so much. It's always spreading around, and I don't like it. Well, I think that was it. But getting those spider things, that is one sure way to know you got a problem with polluted earth. So how much did we have? 35 blocks? That's a lot, and I can see this bin digging. And now explosions. So yeah, and that lava down there is probably why we have all the sulfur in the air. So yeah, well, more digging. Well, if that was all the polluted earth we had to worry about, then that's fine. We could go over here and put it in our mob farm, but I think I'll just put it in storage. I don't really need it as such, but it might be a good thing to have. Oh, okay, night vision thing. Just dump all of this in. If we got the room, we did. So, back to the lab. There, that was the last one. Now we just need to feed it in, and then I really hope I counted everything right. Otherwise I am very much in trouble. But I hope I did. And of course I had a small visit from a few drones. As usual. There we have the first dark matter. And notice 1 million EMC. The only thing we can't EMC is the unusual crystals. But that should be okay. Let's see. Did we get enough? I hope so. 6. Still working on 1. 7. Yeah. And we got 8 extras. Perfect. Let's get on. Now we get to one of the best things, and that is the condenser. There we have it. Ta-da! Energy condenser. Let's see. That one I think we will put here. Now, in case you don't know how it works, it is actually pretty easy. One thing we could, let's see. Let's go in the quest book. We probably have a few quests somewhere. Like this one. No, that's... They all require the purple stuff. Let's try this guy. We need red research. Now, research is something we can't really do anything. We can do with science. So, red science, we can EMC it. So let's just quickly run over here and tell this guy to stop. We don't need your services anymore. So a few levers. Thank you very much. You can stop. We don't need you. There. This one is now stopped. We don't need... Okay, I still got a few there. Where did it go? There. So what we can do is we can take basically anything. Say that's the target. And let's see, this stone sword doesn't work. Don't care about sandbags. Electrotine is useful. This inserter, I don't care. Hemp fiber. Steel thing. We just dump that in here. And it will be converted. And you can see, that's how we can make it. We can make the green, we can make the blue. Military, it's no-go, but we can make the yellow ones. So basically, it means I can tear down most of the factory. If we take a look at circuits, these guys, EMC, 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 not EMC in this guy, but since we can EMC these two, it's good. We can EMC all of this, so in reality, we can easily deal with this. Machine circuit, we can basically EMC everything now. That is a big game changer, and there's a mop out here. There we go. And it just means that we are basically at a point where resources is no longer a problem. What I can do is I can set up a drill for something, just feed it into the chest and get whatever resource I want. Now, I would need something with a high EMC count for storage, but emerald blocks, whichever one that is, this one? Yeah, that's 150,000. So that might be one choice. I'm sure we'll find other things that have. Another thing is if I can spell Nether Star. This guy, 139,000, might be worth. But there are a lot of things that we can EMC. So that's just a matter of time. But with a final look at the EMC chest, I'll say bye for now. See you next time.